Hey, what's going on everybody? Diptesh here, back again with another video. In this video, we're gonna test some Windows x64 PC games on the iQOO Neo 10 powered by the brand new Snapdragon 8s Gen 4 with the Adreno 825 GPU. Now, before the performance showcase, I have a few things to address. Whenever I post these kinds of videos, there are comments like, hey, these are old games, nobody plays this is not impressive. Or there are people who come up with unrealistic expectations like expecting to run Cyberpunk 2077 at 60 FPS or like Black Myth Wukong, like really unrealistic expectations. When I read such comments, I feel hurt because these people are undermining the decades of hard work that developers have put for free into creating tools that allow us to run stuff like this on unsupported hardware. These people really have no clue on the amount of overhead that comes with these types of emulation. It is crazy. We are running software that was written for a completely different operating system, and we are supposed to run those on power-hungry x86 64 architecture. Instead, we are taking that software and running it on Android, which itself is running on an ARM SoC that is both passively cooled and is limited by power and thermals. DirectX calls are converted into Vulkan, x86 64 instructions are emulated/translated into ARM, and God knows what other workarounds and hacks are in place to make this stuff possible. Despite all of these limitations, we are still able to get playable results even on mediocre hardware. If that's not impressive to you, then I don't know what to say. If your main goal is to play these games in a handheld setup, then just get something like this. This is an ASUS ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. It sells for just around 37,000 rupees. This is a full-blown PC. It can run all the games that we're trying to emulate without any issues. It will play those at 60 FPS at high settings all day, every day. On top of that, you can use this for actual productivity as this is a real PC. I'll be posting a re-review on this as it's been close to a year that I've been using this. But yes, if you're looking for handheld PC gaming, then just buy a handheld PC instead of an Android phone. Okay, rant over. Now coming to the phone and SoC itself, if you're looking to buy an Android phone and wish to use it for heavy emulation like Switch emulation or Windows games emulation, then in all honesty, the 8s Gen 4 right now is not a great choice at all. It has the new 800 series Adreno GPU with the sliced architecture, and it's not supported by turnip driver at all, just like the Adreno 830 in the Snapdragon 8 Elite. The Snapdragon 8 Elite can still brute force through the games by its powerful CPU, but the 8s Gen 4 isn't like that. Making this video has been very frustrating for me as there were a lot of crashes, incompatibilities, graphical glitches, half the games won't boot, and many would have poor performance. If you really want an Android phone capable of high-end emulation, then please stick to Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and 8 Gen 3 devices like the OnePlus 11, OnePlus 12, OnePlus 13R or iQOO 12. These are much better than 8s Gen 4 at the moment for emulation. You can also go for 7 Plus Gen 3 devices like the Realme GT60, Nord 4 or even 8s Gen 3 devices like the Poco F6 or the upcoming Nord 5. There is pin drop silence on the Adreno 830 turnip driver support, and it will be the same for Adreno 825 as well. And finally, before showing the actual games, we are going to use GameHub emulator as our emulator of choice, but you must install the GameHub emulator as Antutu, otherwise you are not going to get the full performance and throttle way too soon on an iQOO phone obviously. Also, a powerful phone cooler is highly recommended because the emulation is really not efficient right now. It uses a lot of power. Okay, first we got GTA 5 at almost 720p resolution and low medium settings with ambient occlusion enabled. I have capped the FPS to 40 FPS because if it can't provide a locked 40 FPS performance, then there is no point in unlocking the FPS. Unlocked FPS will simply give you a worse experience with more heating and more fluctuations. Speaking of heating, take a look at the power draw in CPU temps. It is crazy. We are constantly pulling over 12 watts of power and our CPU is getting hammered, running at over 105 degrees centigrade. If you have watched my Xiaomi 15 GTA 5 gameplay, you can see the 8 Elite can run GTA 5 at much higher settings with better FPS and stability while using less power. Kind of makes sense as the 8 Elite is much more powerful, so it uses less power to do the same amount of work as the 8s Gen 4. Next we have NFS Rivals at 1280 by 720 using medium settings. Again, the emulation is not efficient. This game is capped to 30 FPS in the engine and it just randomly slows down. The GPU is barely over 50% usage, but the CPU is getting hammered. It's a decent experience, but the sudden slowdowns are annoying as it makes controlling the car during high speed races difficult. Like, it'll slow down for a couple of seconds and then boom, get to a full speed suddenly and not give you enough time to react. I think 7 Plus Gen 3 gave a more consistent experience on the Xiaomi Pad 7. Next up we have The Witcher 3 at 720p low settings, and for this we have unlocked the FPS. We have a glitch at the bottom of the screen, and sometimes switching between full screen and windowed fixes it, but sometimes it just stays. Now Witcher 3 with uncapped FPS really pulls a ton of power. We're talking like 15 watts, just crazy, and also it sometimes tends to randomly crash as well. Otherwise the performance is actually quite good. It can give you a locked 30 FPS experience if you cap the FPS to 30, and in my opinion, that's the way to play Witcher 3 on your goddamn phone. Finally, we got Nier Automata at 720p using low settings, using uncapped FPS as well. And this game is also a power hawk, pulling nearly 16 watts of power, pure insanity. This game is also pretty playable if you cap the FPS to 30 FPS, otherwise the power draw is out of hand. Alright guys, that was a quick showcase of Windows game emulation on the 8s Gen 4, and overall it's obviously capable, but it's not the right choice for Switch or PC emulation right now and also for the foreseeable future. Go for 8 Gen 2 or 8 Gen 3 devices for better performance and better compatibility. Even 7 Plus Gen 3 or 8s Gen 3 will be a better choice. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to hit like, share and subscribe. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.